3 of the Airvana fans? Amazing. Okay, Danny, who's producing the show right now, has 3 of those fans. Take Danny's advice. Pick him up now while we have him under $100. You know what else you should pick up while we have it on sale is Guard Your ID. Do you see that if purchased separately price of $55.96? Well, if you were to purchase it separately, that is what you would be paying. However, this instead is just $5 each. That is it. $19.98 brings home 4 of these Guard Your IDs. If you've ever tuned into QVC before, especially at holiday time, there's a good chance that you may have seen this presented. It's been here for years. It's been very popular, and there's a reason that a product lasts so long. It's because of its quality, and this has quality. The only decision that you need to make is the color that you want to bring at home. We have 2 different colors for you to choose from. Both are going to be in a pink tone. You're going to have the soft pink, which is your most limited option, and then we also have the bright pink, which is called pink. There are 14 other sellouts that have already happened, so this price of $19.98 you do not want to miss. V39543 is your item number. We're going to welcome in Erica Swineford on our teams. Erica, so nice to see you. I have this. I love this. I can't even begin to tell you how many people I've given this to as gifts, and when it's $5 each, it's a no-brainer.
It absolutely is, Justin. Thank you for having me. And yes, this is something truly that I think once you have it, you use every day. Because do you get mail? Yes. Do you get bills in the mail? Yes. Do you get medical bills? Yes. Do you file taxes? Yes. Do you get packages? Check. Do you have prescriptions? Check. So what Guard Your ID does is it's a self-inking stamp roller that lays a variety of characters over top of your address, your banking information, your medical information, all of your personal information on boxes, pill bottles, mail. And it looks like this. So it's a bunch of characters that what it does is it really camouflages anything that's underneath it. So any of that information, once you make that swipe over it, you cannot read through it. So now I can take this, I can throw it in the recycling bin, I can throw it in the trash, wherever I need to get rid of it. And I don't have to worry that anyone is going to get my personal information. I know that it's protected and I have that peace of mind.
I mean, you get to redact that information so quickly, easily. People aren't going to be able to see because underneath you've got this jumbled up code almost that blocks anybody from seeing what is there. If you get that package that has your address on it, you don't want people to know that. You simply just take this, roll it over top. Maybe you have those, I get in the mail from time to time, it's like those credit card applications and they've filled out most of my information. And half the time, Erica, I'm like, how'd you get my phone number? How'd you get this? How'd you get that? When we throw something away, which oftentimes, what do? We just rip in half, right? And then we throw it in the trash. It's pretty easy for me to tape it back together and still be able to read everything on there. So why is it so important that we take Guard Your ID first and use it and then put something in the trash?
Yes. Well, chances are, because the numbers are staggering, that either you yourself or you know somebody that has had their identity stolen. And so this is just the easiest, simplest way to protect all of your personal information. You know, we have shredders, they've been around for years and they're great in certain situations, but oftentimes, you know, you can't put a package in a shredder. You can't pick that label off and get it clean off to get all of your personal information on it. You can't put your pill bottles in a shredder. You can't put necessarily the padded mailers and packages and plastic, you know, clothing bags that you get from QVC or other places. So Guard Your ID just makes it so simple because you simply unscrew the cap and that self-inking stamp roller, you just glide it over and you don't need to go back and forth. You don't need to make an inky mess. You just take one swipe over and that's enough to cover every bit of personal information. And if you're skeptical like I was and you're thinking, well, can I turn it over and read it through the back? You cannot. So you can take that paper and you can look at it from the front, from the back. You cannot read through those characters. It covers it both directions so that literally no one can read anything that is covered with that Guard Your ID, you know, patented group of characters. And it just makes it so simple and easy. There's no electricity required. It's completely quiet. So if you have kids napping upstairs when you're going through your mail, it makes it super simple, super easy. And it's just a great way to be able to sort that pile of mail that we all get every day coming to our door, and also the packages as well.
I love this for the packages. I have a shredder at home, and oftentimes what I will do is take something and I just throw it in the shredder. And you might be like me and you have that too. I'm not able to take those boxes and put them into the shredder, just like Erica said. And yet my address is on there. I don't want people to know what my address is. I don't want somebody to take it and then all of a sudden sign me up for a bunch of different things and I get random things in my way. If you've ever been a victim of identity theft, you know how terrible of an experience that is. I went through something where somebody, they did what was called like an email bomb to me. And it was, I don't know where this person was able to get my email from. Could it have been from a paper that I wrote it down on? Certainly. I would much rather ensure that I'm able to take this, get all that information out there. You can't read anything from right there. I mean, literally, you can't read a single thing from there. By the way, it was the soft pink, Danny. Is that the one that's the most popular right now? Oh, okay, yeah, the pink. So actually, the bright pink here is our most popular option. It's just $5 each. $55 is what your if purchased separately price would be. When I had that email bomb thing, it was somebody who was financially, what they did was they hacked into my email. They sent an email to somebody that I used to work for that was all about like money. They were trying to get my account information and I almost fell for it, but I noticed the email was a little bit off, so I started following up. It was really scary realizing that someone was in my email, but you know what they did to block all of it? They took my email and then they signed me up for all these different listings, and all of a sudden I was getting, it was nearly 1,000 emails a day because they were trying to hide all of the different emails that they were sending in that. It's what's called email bombing. It's really easy for somebody to go through your trash can and say, oh, look, here's Justin's address. It's 1234 Main Street. What are we going to do with this now? That's why the peace of mind of being able to take this and say my email address, well, that's gone. My social security number that I filled out on that credit card application, that's out of here. My phone number, you can't get that. There's no way you're going to know anything on here whatsoever because I just took that Guard Your ID, I swiped it through. How many swipes do we get on each one of these? Like, right, you can't read anything there.
So 600 in each roller. So you're going to be able to really just, you know, process that mail, process those packages, get them out the door, get them into the recycling bin, and just, you know, make it easy every day. Like just get rid of one of those things, you know, that's on our to-do list. And I love it for things like this, for pill bottles, Justin. You know, a couple of my kids take prescription medications at different times, and it's just awesome to be able to cover all that information. Not to mention, if I throw this into the recycling bin or the trash and it still has a refill left on it, anybody could call that number, enter the prescription number, and pick up the refill. So it's so important to be able to get rid of all that information. It literally obliterates it. I can't read anything on here. I can recycle this with peace of mind, knowing that nobody's going to see what my kids or me or anybody in my family is taking, and I know they're not going to use the refills either.
Peace of mind is certainly what you're bringing at home for just $5 each. Under $20 today, your if purchased separately price would be over $55 for the same set. So take advantage of that under $20 price tag and that easy payment of $6.66. Do you want it in the light pink or in the pink? Pink is the most popular. Light pink is the most limited. Do not miss out on the opportunity to bring home a great deal of Guard Your ID. And I'm just saying, for stocking stuffers, it's July, it's Christmas in July. This is your way to be able to go ahead and put a $5 stocking stuffer into that stocking that they are certainly going to use. It's the